when they started that whole versus thing, it like changed the whole algorithm.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Hi.
Hi, how you
Oh, nice.
doing? Look, you see,
Nice.
I changed a little bit. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
you know, I watch your show.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I'm a
You real good on there.
yeah.
It's the long stop for me.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here and to be chatting with you both. It's for such an important date and cause forever. I've been watching the live, the conversation and that you've been having. It's been entertaining, but also educational, and I must say that this feels homey. This conversation, so thank you for knowingly and unknowingly making me feel at home. Thank you.
Well,
Yeah.
it's so nice to meet you.
Well,
I'm gonna let Miss Angelica take it, but I just wanted to usher you in with a friendly face. And thank you again, everybody, for showing up. Thanks, Florida Rising. Thank you, Angelica. This was so amazing. Happy Pride, everyone, and so
no,
much love.
thank you.
Bye bye.
I'm honored. Thank you so much, Megan. Bye.
Hi.
Okay, we freeze up or anything. Oh, we're
Yeah.
still
Well,
here. Look at there. I tell you, this technology thing is something, right?
it's what I have actively chosen to not fully be savvy at it because I get lost all the time. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not very good with it.
Me too.
I,
Well, you're not alone. I see some people saying hello from Orlando.
hello, everybody.
Oh my God. So let me ask you this. How do you believe representation in television and film has helped dispel the stereotypes associated with the LGBTQ plus community, folks in our Latinx communities as well?
Wow. Well, Angelica, I think that any so regardless to needless to say, representation matters in all aspects of life and all facets of life because we're just taking a mirror and putting it right in front of you, right in front of the world. That's what we're doing.
So true.
That's
Yeah.
what we're doing. And
It's like opening the door inside of someone's home and allowing other people to see that your relationship isn't that different from someone else's.
exactly, and the representation, it's exactly that. It's exactly that. When you put people, especially on television, in films, and honestly, any sort of media, what you're doing is exactly that. You're not only giving a voice to that person, to Latinx people, to Black people, Asian, Indigenous, men, trans women, the LGBTQIA plus community. What you're doing is you're humanizing them. This world is very big. This country is very big. People come from so many places, even though they might be born here,
Yeah.
in the United States for generations and generations or not. People are always being introduced to new things and new people all the time. It's an introduction.
So true.
It's an introduction to perhaps I'll speak for me, right?
Mm-hmm.
I play Carlos Reyes on 911 Lone Star. He's a Latinx man.
Oh, I know.
He's gay.
I like kind of want to ask you what's going to happen to your house now that it's burnt up, but go ahead.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. But
Okay.
he's a Latinx man. He is of Mexican descent. He's gay. He's from Texas. There's so many communities that perhaps fall under this one character that for me, it wasn't.
I mean, even the relationship with his father.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. It's layered. It's layered. It's that it's a little bit, you know, a little bit conservative, but you can also feel that love, right? You can feel that really deep rooted love for each other, right? And his father,
Yes.
Carlos's father, is definitely more, you know, more tight, more, you know, yeah,
After that.
much of that, much of that. And you know what? And you know what? That's okay. That's okay, because what you're doing is you're showing men who see him, who identify with him, and still give love to his son, to his gay son, and still go over to his son's apartment, no longer, but apartment, to have dinner with his son. You know? And what you do, you're also introducing that idea to other, you know, middle-aged men, conservative, that may have a gay son, and you're giving them
Yeah.
also, oh, it's okay to actually do these things. It's okay to show affection, to say that you're proud of your gay son, of your LGBTQIA a child, you know.
Yeah.
You know, it's this pride.
And that's what every child wants.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what every child wants.
Yeah.
If you can't be accepted at home, then it's like, what the hell is this world going to do to me?
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. And so it kind of makes me think that representation is not only for the groups that we call the minority, right? Black, us, Latinx, LGBTQIA, but the representation is also for people who have yet to come to terms with how they feel and how they understand, because how they understand the LGBTQIA plus community. You know, you're
Yeah.
permission to love us, and showing us in a positive light, showing us in a light at all is crucial to building communication. It's crucial to building relationships outside of television, outside of film. So when you do
Yes. So true. So true.
you know, when you encounter people in real life, that person might be different from you, but they're not. They might be different just in perhaps the way they look, who they love, but you can identify with their heart and their personality.
Yes.
And then, you know, it becomes a person in front of you, not a monster, not an alien, not an object.
Yeah.
And so it's
when you humanize someone, you know?
Exactly.
And you can utilize your humanity.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
I wanted to say something. It's kind of funny, like that, your storyline that the house got burnt down, because it reminds me of what I tell people about Pulse. Like, even though this man came in and did this horrible thing to Pulse, but it almost felt like he burned our house down. Because for people like myself and the employees, we were never able to go back in there.
Yeah.
We were never able to go back and do those things there. And it just shows you how life can evolve and grow, and, you know, things about how we were able, like, as employees and as our family, because the employees were our own little family.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
We work together. Sometimes, you know for sure, you're at work sometimes more than you're at home.
Yeah.
So these people become your family. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And Angelica, for this live, but also for interest for the anniversary of Pulse, and I started reading more, reminding myself of what exactly happened, how did it happen. But something that I didn't expose myself before was I actually saw the body, the body camera footage from the police officer.
Wow.
Going into the club, talking to each other, there was this man, this survivor as well, that was filming himself crammed up with 10 other people, some alive, some not, in one bathroom stall. And I just want to say that I I I'm I don't know how it affected me emotionally watching all of that, and God knows I can't even imagine what it felt like to be at that scene. But it's a humbling experience to have witnessed just the live action footage of the officers responding, and like someone was lying down on the floor, a person, and reaching out for the hand and say, help me, because he was wounded. It's for people, there are people that play down the entire event. There are people that try to
Yeah.
find excuses to devalue the event, naturally devaluing, making it less valuable.
Yeah.
You know, the lives of the people lost, and you and everyone who survived and everyone that was there. But I must say that the way that the strength and resilience the LGBTQIA plus community has, it will not ever be diminished. It is because of people like you that take the lead, and you have a voice, you have the voice, an important voice speaking for your community in Florida, the LGBTQIA plus community, trans women of color. It is people like you that need to be in the forefront. So I just wanted to thank you, honestly.
Well, I thank you for all that you're doing. It's just so important, and I value it so much. And it's my break for me. A lot of times, I have a special love for first responders. And it was kind of pushed to a different level after the social unrest that we had with racial tensions last year. And I got a chance to talk to the people here at OPD. And it's like what I was telling them, I can't hate you. You saved my life, but I can't hold you accountable to do better.
Amen. Amen.
And hold each other accountable.
Amen. Amen.
I'm in love with you. I just want you to know. And I'm kind of fangirling out, but yeah.
Well,
I don't know. Are we supposed to get Ashley in here? Are we supposed to talk about pride and the celebration of it?
absolutely. I mean,
I don't know.
I can do the same thing as I can.
But I think we actually have a little more time.
Okay.
If you don't mind.
Oh, absolutely not.
I don't mind.
Absolutely not. I do not mind. I can stay here all day.
Well, one thing I do have to talk about is the individual named Chef who helped put a lot of this together for Florida Rising. I got the pleasure to meet him. I know some of the people here, they may know Chef, but I got a pleasure in meeting him, what was it, last year or a year before? And he's just an awesome guy, doing the hard work, fighting for us, and making sure that Florida Rising is coming to the platform and doing what's needed to show equality in Florida for people like us. And he always comes out. I have this show tonight called Showcase Fridays that I started in honor of my brother Shane Thompson, who was one of the people who passed away at Pulse. And he was a phenomenal singer, and he was like on the precipice of just really like taking off. He had this wonderful band, and he used to always tell me when I would host my shows, you know, I would sing a little bit and stuff, but he was like, sis, you should do a show with live music. And I must say tonight we're doing a special one for Pulse and for him, and his family is here. So if anybody who's in here looking and watching and you're in the Orlando area, please come to 41 West Church Street tonight, showtime at 8:30. And let's heal and let's have a good time and celebrate the good times. You know, just Music is able to bring so many people together. The arts does that. And we want to showcase it after going through a year where you could tell, like, and being an artist, when everything's shut down, it's like, what are we going to do? You know?
Yeah.
So it just gives me really good pleasure to be able to also shout out to 26 Health, who's sponsoring the show tonight. So we have a live band, background singers, some great artists here in the city, and they're going to sing and make you feel good.
Exactly.
So let's see. What else would you like to ask me? You want to ask me something, Poppy?
Ooh. Hello. Hi. Hello. So I do have, because from this video and just from watching you right now, you have such a presence, and you have such a beautiful confidence. It lights you up.
Oh,
Honestly,
thank you.
what is the source? Where do you find your strength? When nothing else seems to work for you, where do you find the strength to be?
I think my faith has a lot to do with it, which is something to be said, for somebody like me. It's kind of an oxymoron that a Black trans woman speaks of faith so much. And it's what helped me get through that night. A lot of people might not know, but I guess in a way I can say I was blessed not to have to see anything. And you're so brave to have been able to watch those body cam footages or any of the other videos that you may have seen. I have not been able to bring myself to that. But yeah, we were on the patio. It was last call for alcohol, and a lot of our friends just did not make it back to that patio. And I went down the employee back hallway. I was trying to get to my car, but I had to go past the dressing room. And as I got to the dressing room, there was a flood of people. And I tried to get as many people in the dressing room as I could. We locked down, and I began to pray. And I asked God for his angels of Gabriel, of Michael, and so many others, to just use their wings as shields to protect us. And I must say, not a bullet even hit that dressing room. And I used to complain because the dressing room was really, really hot. Hello, it's Florida. But we asked for an air conditioning unit. And it was just a wall unit that you put in. It kept the dressing room cool. Never realizing that same unit that I bitched and complained about making sure that we had would be my exit out of that building that night. Mm. And the first responders pushed in the air conditioning unit, and this is what keeps me going. This is what gives me the confidence to keep going and to keep being me and to know that I was on the right path. I dealt with a lot of depression. Therapy is real and is good, and having a nice support system is good. Self-care is so important. I learned that also. But also in this, my faith was really tested. And I just thank God that when my faith was tested, it made my faith even stronger. Right. To know that I had to ask those hard questions like, why am I still here? At the time, I was a 38-year-old individual who had won every pageant I ever wanted to win. I'd had somewhat success, but there were so many people, like I was telling you about, that just had so much promise. And I just heard the voice of God really tell me I took those that I was ready for. I wasn't ready for you. You still have work to do. And so I'm up for the challenge. So whatever that entails, if it's me having something like Showcase Fridays, if it's me just doing a drag show, if me speaking up for my LGBTQ plus family, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my voice and tell my story until I'm no longer here.
Thank you for that. Thank you for utilizing your voice.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
No, honestly, no.
Thank you.
I mean it sincerely, because this is the thing, right? It's like you mentioned, find your support system, and I think especially for LGBTQIA plus members of the community, family, when we speak, I personally have, and this is something that I had to learn too. I've been very privileged in this lifetime to be given extremely supporting and loving parents, a supporting brother, so family members. And so I've always had a very tight connection with my parents and my family, and that's them. I define them as family, right? But there are a lot of us that don't have that opportunity, and so when it comes to family, a lot of people in our community find it within, find it at places like Pulse, clubs, bars, safe spaces where you are able to meet people like you and who are also trying and defying all the obstacles to be themselves. So, so we can stand together and be together. And, and be a family. And I kind of got sidetracked. I don't remember where I was going with that, but I just wanted to say thank you for always speaking. That's why. I just want to say thank you for always speaking. Because when you this on, because when people hear you speak, and people when people see you, right, the power of representation, when people see you fighting and loving yourself and fighting for your rights, all of us, those who are not yet ready to, or don't have the opportunity to be themselves, can see you as a guiding light, as a beacon of hope. And I personally, I mean, Lord knows the amount of people that have fought for me to just, be.
For us to even exist.
Exactly.
For us to even exist. And we're people of color. So we have that, and we have, come on.
Come on. Come on.
And hell, we're still fighting,
Exactly. And I don't know. I don't know if this fight will. Well, I was gonna say I don't know if the fight will ever be over, but I think everyone is always just fighting to be happy and fighting for others, because it's well,
the fight evolves.
Exactly.
It evolves. That's what happens.
Yes.
The revolution continues, and the fight just evolves.
Exactly.
Because once you knock down one wall, trust me, there's another one there. That's life. I learned that. Just because I went through the worst night of my life did not mean that life was going to ease up on me.
No. And
so you have to take the good with the bad and appreciate the good times.
Yeah. And celebrate, right? Celebrate today.
Yeah.
Celebrate tomorrow. Celebrate yourself.
Yeah.
Those around you. Those who are no longer still respecting that, respecting the presence and the impact they've made in our lives. It's just beautiful. This just.
Aww.
Yeah.
Well, I thank you. I think our time is up, and I don't like it, but I want you to know that you're my new husband. And you ever find yourself in Orlando, Florida, hit your girl up, holler at me. I don't want no problems out of you.
Like, hey, how you doing? I absolutely.
All right. So we're gonna let's see if Ashley's ready.
Yes,
we have Ashley. I can't wait to meet her. Let's see if she's ready. You want to speak to her?
Girl.
I think she's in here. We're looking. Is she here? I don't think she's here yet.
Not yet.
So we can keep talking.
Fine. That's fine.
Oh, there she go. Let's say hello. I'm like gagging. I figured this thing out, and I'm kind of good. Am I doing okay?
You're doing great.
It's like my first time going live. You like my nails? Oh my God! Yay! This is amazing. Well,
You are
Ashley, Raphael, Ashley. And I'm Angelica.
I am just handing off this beautiful live and this beautiful, the presence of beautiful Angelica to you, Ashley. I hope you have a great day. Celebrate. Let's always celebrate the fight. Let's
Thank you.
celebrate everything. Much love.
Yeah.